Make sure to subscribe to our channel, join our Discord, and also follow us on Instagram so you always have the support that you need to really enhance your account and get yourself to the next level. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. So we have a new event coming out very soon. So I wanted to talk about some of those cool artifacts, back accessories, and mounts that are coming out in that event. So instead of doing a full video on the event, because most of the events are pretty much similar, I want to focus on what people want to focus on, and that is the actual prizes. So the mount, which is called Blizzard Visitor, looks a little bit like a flying carpet, gives you 10% global defense, and its special effect is that it reduces all targets' movement speed by 25%. And for every 10% movement speed they lose, it also reduces their attack by 2% and increases the duration of control effects on them by 2%. So by itself, it's reducing the target's movement speed by 25%, right? So that's the basic. And then for every 10% of movement speed that they lose, not only the one that it made it lose by itself, but you could also have the pals that reduce movement speed as well. So for every 10% of the total movement speed that they've lost, they lose some attack and the duration of control effects on them increases as well. So at the very minimum, since this mount itself is reducing it by 25%, they're guaranteed to lose 4% attack and their control effects on them increases by 4%. If you use other pals or perhaps other items that reduce movement speed, you can reduce their attack even further. So if I were to think about this mount, it seems like it's more helpful for PvE, right? Because when you are doing an arena battle, there isn't much movement. You're not really walking towards the enemy to attack them, right? That's usually the case in PvE. So perhaps this can allow you to last much longer in PvE. The enemies may have a tougher time walking towards you, and hence you can do a lot more damage to them. Perhaps this can also be quite helpful in the soul trials where you get those soul crystals. It might help you pass a few rounds and get more of the fragments to upgrade the souls. The back accessory called the Frostland Specter looks pretty cool. Gives you a 10% global defense, and its ability is that it deals damage equal to 3% of current HP to all targets every 5 seconds, and then reduces their attack speed, their regeneration, their energy regeneration speed, and pal attack speed by 12% for 3 seconds. So up until now, we're talking damage equal to 3% of the current HP, which is cool. It's even more helpful when the enemy has a lot of HP, but starts becoming less helpful as the enemy's HP goes lower. And it does this every 5 seconds, which is pretty cool. And then reducing their attack speed, their regeneration, their energy regeneration speed, and pal attack speed by 12%, which is pretty cool as well, because now you are harming their ability to do more damage to you. The next part actually synergizes with the mount pretty well. If the target's movement speed drops below 80%, the damage dealt changes to 3.5% of their current HP. So it was 3%, now it's 3.5%. And that 12% reduction in the attack speed, regeneration, and energy regeneration speed and pal attack speed, it actually lasts for 5 seconds instead of 3 seconds as it was before. And what that basically means is now these debuffs are going to last throughout, because every 5 seconds this will trigger again. So you're technically permanently debuffing their attack speed, pal attack speed, and all the other stuff. So nice. There's a pretty nice synergy that you got with that mount, right? So perhaps that mount isn't purely for PvE anymore because of this back accessory. Now it's not finished yet. If the target's movement speed drops below 40%, the damage dealt changes to 4% of the current HP. Every 5 seconds, you're reducing their HP by 4% of their current HP, which is pretty cool. And now those stats are reduced by 15% for 5 seconds instead, right? So it being 5 seconds meant that it's a permanent one because every 5 seconds it gets triggered again. So instead of 12%, now it's reducing by 15%. That's pretty cool. So there's a nice synergy there. So with the mount's ability of reducing movement speed, and perhaps you have some of the other things that reduce movement speed as well, you're increasing their duration of control effects, you're also reducing their attack, and then with the back accessory, you're also reducing their attack speed, their regeneration, energy regeneration speed, and pal attack speed by 12 to 15%, and theoretically it could last throughout the battle. So pretty cool. And what they haven't yet made public is the artifact. So there's a Cryoshield Flame Artifact, and it does also look like it's a Frozen Theme one. And my assumption is perhaps it also reduces movement speed, and perhaps it assigns some extra debuffs to enemies that have a movement speed debuff assigned to them already. That way, these three things can work really synergistically together. So if you're using one, you better be using all of them because then you can actually harm the enemy quite a lot. The other thing that they haven't really revealed a lot of details on is the artifact decoration. So that looks exactly like the Cryoshield Flame, just that it's called Cryoshield Flame Scarlet. And you can see right there that unlocking this artifact decoration gives you a 5% global attack. What we don't know is if it actually increases the effects of the artifact by itself. Now, what we do know is that you need to activate the artifact before you can purchase the artifact decoration. And the artifact decoration is actually more expensive than the artifact itself, right? So generally, the mounts are 100 items, the artifact is 200 items. The artifact decoration here is actually 250 items. So that's really expensive. And my assumption is that it should have something really cool to make it worth that price. I guess we're going to find out very soon. I'm not sure if the actual details will be shared with the creators before the event starts, but either way, by the time the event starts, which is in a few days, we will end up seeing what the artifact and the artifact decoration is all about. And since I still have you here, I do want you to know that starting January, you can get between 10 to 35% bonus on in-game purchases. The promo codes are not active right now, but starting January, they will be, so you can start gaining a bunch of amazing bonuses. The steps are quite simple. All you need to do is follow the video that I'm linking to this video, and you can also click that button that's going to appear at the top right of your screen to go to that video. The latest promo code is going to be in the name of that video, so you will know which promo code to use to get these amazing bonuses. And as the promo code changes, I'll update the title of that video. A lot of other people are taking advantage of this. Feel free to check it out. If you have any questions, you can join our Discord and I can guide you through the process as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.